Hey, today I want to share with you something that I absolutely love. It's been around forever. I can't even tell you how many years old this is, but probably one of my favorite flashes to take with me to events, to just about everything actually, and it is the Nissan i40. This little tiny flash is just magic. There's no digital anything on it. It's just dials. It's tiny. It's, I don't know. It's probably one of the best flashes I've ever used, believe it or not. It has all the little special features and bounce and all that. But this one takes 4 AA batteries. It's powerful for this size. It's powerful any size flash, but it works and it's consistent and it's never failed on me. I do have the i60, which is obviously bigger. And this is the Fuji, but I like the i40 the most. I don't know if there's any special features. I set this on manual mode most of the time, or if I throw it in TTL, it's pretty much thoughtless. It just works. You put it in TTL, then you plus or minus here, that's it. But the other thing that I use this for, like if I don't want to, 90% of the time I'm with the camera here and the flash here. I always do that. But when I don't want to, when I'm carrying a heavier lens or whatever the scenario may be, believe it or not, I use this thing. And I don't like the big giant Gary Fong domes. I believe they work fantastic. I'm sure they do. I just don't want to carry that thing around. It's big, heavy, obnoxious, and it still reminds me of Tupperware, so I don't use it. And believe it or not, I mean, you can make one of these out of cardboard. It's going to do the same thing. I know these have these little ridges on here. They're like, I don't know. And they do push out more light. But this, at an event, it actually gives you that 3D look. It doesn't give you that deer in the headlights look. It works. Even if you have a tall ceiling like I have here, it just doesn't matter. This is a tall black ceiling. This puts out enough light up front to fill it in. With digital cameras today, the giant speed lights, you just don't need them. For on-camera kind of like that event kind of look. When you go in and blast light for an event and you're losing the ambiance of the event, because they usually have up lights and everything else that they use, you just want to fill it in, use a higher ISO, ISO, ASA, whatever you want to call it, and pull the ambiance into the photos, the lighting that they spent so much money on. And then just do a fill with this. But I'll give you some photos from this, or I'll shoot some photos with this. I'll just walk around my building because I have nothing here and I can shut the shade and everything, but I'll give you an idea what this can do, because I'm really impressed with it. I love the look with this. I don't even know if Gary sells these on the site anymore, but I'm sure you can find them on eBay. They work great actually, and they're not heavy. It's a heavier plastic, but it doesn't weigh too much, even with the flash, and the flash is so tiny. This does take 4 AA batteries. I use rechargeables. Believe it or not, the best battery I've been using for rechargeable batteries, you're gonna think I'm nuts, but oops. These here, they're IKEA. I kid you not. They work. They work fantastic. Great recycle time on this, and I mean not on the flash, but for the battery in this unit, this takes a while to recycle, obviously because it's so damn small, and it does put out some decent power. But let me show you some photos and give you an idea. But the i40s, I got lucky with these because I got them from somebody's site that was clearing them out. So I picked up another 2 for $130 a piece, because that's like half price. I think they're like $249 each. Are they worth? They're worth every dime. They're straight out. Just once you use one, you'll understand. They work really, really well. They have in most mounts, but give it a shot. If you're looking for a small, lightweight flash that you can use on the camera and get that 3D effect without the deer in the headlights. This is a nice setup. And like I said, you can make one of these. Literally, use a white piece of cardboard and tape it on there. It'll work, you know, and it doesn't look too stupid, maybe. Anyway, take a look at the photos during the shoot and see what you think. Anyway, have a great day. Glad I could share. Talk to you soon.
So this is the shoot with the Nissan i40 flash and the Gary Fong blade, I think it was called. And I'm using the Canon 35mm 1.8 lens, which I absolutely positively love. Highly, highly recommend. I know was going to do a separate video on this lens, but this should suffice because the lens is just spectacular. Anyway, these are high ceilings, and this front area of our building was a little lighter, but I'm using the iPhone. I hopefully you can tell how dark it is throughout the hallways here, but it's pretty dark. And this flash was just, yeah, it was, I mean, you can see by the photos, it leaves a nice image. There's no harsh shadows. There's no deer in the headlights look. I really pushed this flash to the limits too, and it, you know, I think it misfired maybe once because it was, you know, it didn't recycle in time because of a dark. I think this is the area where it was just really dark and that flash had to push some light. This is a vertical shot. I literally just turned the camera and kept the flash where it was. I didn't turn it around or turn it you know, up and down or whatever. I just shot. So hopefully this will give you a good idea. I highly recommend this flash because of the lightweight and the power it puts out and the quality. And like I said, you can use a regular piece of cardboard versus the Gary Fong blade if it's not available. But I'm sure you can still get them on eBay or something. They do work really well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the shoot and really look into this flash because it's a killer.